Today we are going to be talking about a painting called The Last Judgment by Michelangelo. The Last Judgment is a fresco painting on the altar wall of the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican City. It was painted between 1536 to 1541 and was a finishing touch on the Sistine Chapel paintings that Michelangelo contributed to the church. It contains many aspects of the story from the book of Revelation, in which the last judgment has come, and the blessed are ascending into heaven, while the damned are being condemned to hell. The blessed are on the left of the painting, and the damned are on the right. In the center you can see Christ, God, who is making the judgment between the two. Now we will look at some of the more interesting aspects of this painting. The image of the Christ is central and he seems to be smiting the ones on the right, the damned, who are going to hell. He is not very proportional, to be honest. His head is too small, and his torso is a bit too long for his legs. The problem with this is that Michelangelo always had a perfected physique for his images that he painted and for the sculptures that he made. He was a master of the human image and almost always focused solely on the perfect, most proportionate layout of the human figure as possible. That is why these later paintings of his career differ so from his earlier. It is very possible that the reason many of the figures in the Last Judgment are so disproportionate and so loaded down with muscle and heavy, foreboding presence is that it is symbolic rather than accurate. It is symbolic of the weight of this coming trial or event for humanity. Here we can see Saint Bartholomew, the martyr who was skinned alive and left to die. The interesting part of this particular representation of Saint Bartholomew is that he is holding the knife and sort of pointing it up at Christ, and the look on his face is angry, and the skin that he is holding seems to be loosely gripped, as if he is ready to drop it into hell at any moment. The reason that there is a picture of Michelangelo on the right is because it has been speculated that the face of the skin of Saint Bartholomew is more of a representation of Michelangelo himself. This was an interesting finding, seeing as Michelangelo probably painted this to show his uncertainty of whether he would be saved or whether he would descend into hell. In any case, this is a very packed and emotional painting that Michelangelo has completed on the wall of the Sistine Chapel. There are so many things about this painting that we could dive into and dissect, but that is a very basic introduction of some of the terms that we will be looking into and some of the analyses that we will be starting to make on this painting.